Hello, and welcome to the Fall 2025 CEHC Virtual Showcase. My name is Syed, and my presentation is on privacy, security, and usability risks in smart home technology adoption. In this research, I examine how three critical dimensions, privacy, security, and usability, collectively shape consumer trust and adoption of connected home devices like smart speakers, cameras, locks, thermostats, and more. Why study smart home technology? In recent years, we've seen smart home devices become more common. They automate comfort, convenience, and monitoring in our daily lives. At the same time, these same devices introduce new vulnerabilities. Data collection, remote access, firmware updates, and user configurations all influence how safe and comfortable a smart home really is. The key question becomes, can we enjoy convenience without sacrificing trust or safety? My guiding research question is, how do privacy, security, and usability risks affect the way consumers adopt and manage connected home technologies? The purpose of this project is to identify which of these factors most strongly influence user trust and adoption behavior, and to bridge the gap between technical design and everyday human behavior. My literature review identified three major themes. First, privacy. Inconsistent data governance and opaque consent practices undermine confidence. Second, security. Weak authentication and outdated firmware expose devices and households to risk. Third, usability. Complex interfaces and hidden settings lead users to disable security features or abandon devices entirely. These domains overlap. Weakness in one area often weakens the others, forming what we call a trust framework. To gather original data, I developed a structured survey using Microsoft Forms. This mixed methods instrument asked participants to rate their privacy concerns, security awareness, usability experiences, trust in manufacturers, and adoption behavior using Likert scales, and also offered open-ended response fields for narrative feedback. The survey began with questions about device ownership and familiarity, moved into privacy and security perceptions, then usability and trust, and ended with reflections and recommendations, minimizing bias while collecting meaningful insights. Let's take a look. And there you have it. Complementing the survey, I designed a semi-structured interview protocol with 10 open-ended questions. These questions were framed to encourage descriptive, story-driven responses, starting with what devices participants own and how they use them, then probing privacy and security perceptions, usability frustrations, management practices, and ending with advice to new users. The flow aligns with Jacob and Furgerson's model, emphasizing rapport, successive depth, and conversational data collection. These interviews illuminated how people feel about their devices, not just how they use them. The analysis pointed to several key implications. First, trust is the central driver of smart home adoption. Users may trade features for confidence. Second, transparency and clear controls increase user confidence. When they understand what a device is doing, they feel safer. Finally, usability and security must work together. Strong security with poor usability fails in practice. Conversely, usability without robust security invites risk. Looking ahead, research and design should merge technical audits, usability testing, behavior studies, and policy frameworks to build ethical, trusted smart home systems. In conclusion, my research demonstrates that privacy, security, and usability are deeply intertwined in shaping whether consumers adopt and continue using smart home technologies. Safe, trusted systems are not achieved by technology alone. They require design transparency, user empowerment, and ethical responsibility. As we look to the future, the challenge is to innovate without compromising trust, to engineer without overlooking the human, to build systems where convenience and safety go hand in hand. Thank you for viewing this presentation.